They'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Using his legs, it's Hansen. At the 35, he's open. Lots of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy that you can give the ball that can make such big plays? It makes play calling fun. It makes offense fun. Everything's built off of this, but when you can block it up front and give the ball to a speedster that can fly down the field, offense is a heck of a lot of fun.
They'll give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll run it. It's Brave. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Utah! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch, first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got him. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Rushes on him. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Looking for room, it's Hansen. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he's in! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he puts through the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Utes are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. I thought white noise was was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Utes are rolling down the field.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready.
Got a little grass. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's looking deep. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Pulls it in, it's Sauer. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll send the tight end in motion. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The give to the back. There's some room. Picks up the first down. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And the point after is good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. It's late in the half. Here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run for it. It's Parker. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Timeout call by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Dampier. He's going for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the line.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. complete. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
On the ground, it's Bray. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. There's a crease. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff for Parker. Good, solid tackle. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. They'll try the run. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's a give to Parker. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Utes! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Utes punch them right back.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. On the run, it's Hansen. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Beck. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He'll try to do it himself. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on 3rd down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field and get a score on the board.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. They'll give it to the back. What a job off front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We'll head to this 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's
running free. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And how about the answer from this defense? You give up a huge play. What do? Bounce right back, rush the quarterback, put pressure on him, and get the enormous sack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. 4th down, gotta have it here. Quick strike complete. Will not get there. Sooners and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you. And
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Dante Moore looking to the end zone, looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They strike first. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bowen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hard running there. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. Got enough for the first. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. trying to make something happen. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is in the air. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Throwing more. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Moore from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Moore. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Finds his man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Here's more to throw. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. More to throw for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll go play action with Moore. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Moore, under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Makes the grab on the left. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their...
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Moore with the play fake. Working that left side now. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Again, it's Moore. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore, play action. Here's the pressure. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Booster! Go!
Throwing Moore. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Moore to throw. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them, and they're
turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rush is on him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Moore makes the grab. It's Hill.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
We're keeping up. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Outstanding tackle to keep them from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mateer. A little screen to the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dante Moore finds the tight end. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The run inside. It's Davison. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies closer to the line of scrimmage and the big fellas up front winning the one-on-one battles, that's been the big key to them. Only allowing a couple yards here on these last 2 plays.
They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
4th down, Moore. and they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Sweep, sweep. Slide.
More to the air again. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing more. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Ducks! They move on top here in the 4th. The Ducks with the answer.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. trying to move them on the counter. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And how about the backup, man? His first touch, he makes a big play in the running game. That is exactly how you earn more carries. He's not a guy that's leaned on to get those starter reps, to get the #1 reps. But when you do that, I promise you'll start to earn more reps with this offense.
Fires to the big fella. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Smashes through the tackle. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Defense playing a bail technique. Here's Moore to throw. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And, man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time, and I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. This defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long. Now finish the deal.
Moore to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the first down. Clock stopped as the drive continues.
All right, 4th quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Trying to beat the D deep. Leap and grab for a big gain. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Again, it's Moore. Under fire. And it's a sack. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore makes a deep grab. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready. Return. Go.
Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Time to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Corner's going to give them room. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on it.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. We're here at John O'Quinn Field at Space City Financial Stadium. It's the USC Trojans and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there would be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it on.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Ncaa. Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Runs through a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. The sure hands. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The option, he'll keep it. Now the pitch. Maybe some room here. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. It's complete to the left. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Finds his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Tried to freeze him with a fake spike. Flips it out in the flat. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. QB draw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Coming out with it, it's Drake. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Thomas. Inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Wide open downfield. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Ncaa, looking to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down, trying to buy time. Turns it on at midfield. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Booster.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's straight. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balances. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Trying play action. And the ball's free in the end zone. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see he takes off.
Touchdown, USC! And that one will give him the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Slithers into space. Could be an alley. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away.
He'll try to take it back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. Hauls it in with one hand. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Using his legs, it's Hughes. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougar!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
you know, when quarterbacks get strung along towards the sidelines and they're getting chased, they really don't want to square up their shoulders a lot of times on the run and throw the football. So really good job chasing, making him run out of bounds, and taking the loss on the play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man,